practical life, right? When you pluck some fruits out of from a tree, actually sometimes we let some fruits remain there. For what? For the birds and some other creatures. Actually that is the benevolence. Therefore Buddhism, Buddha's teaching should be practiced in the practical life, not in the separate religious occasions only. That is prayer conducted in church, in the church. But Buddhism is not to believe, not to actually adhere. It is not a devotion, but it is a religion actually teaching way of life to practice. Those practices are practicable in our practical life only. But there may be some religious rituals actually for the veneration, to venerate the Buddha as a lofty, very noble teacher. Sometimes actually we are paying homage to the Buddha. Actually that is a social respect. Always we are doing them. But actually through practices only actually we can practice the generosity, which is I am talking now. I am limiting my topic. So therefore actually if you are possible to lead very plain and simple life, provided with only necessaries of life, actually giving up necessities, I am actually inserting some terms relevant to economics, right? Necessities of life means actually some luxurious items, maybe some luxurious items. But today's some luxurious items may not luxurious, regarded as luxurious. But anyway, provided with necessaries of life, actually you can, the additional surplus of your properties, money and other things, currencies and other things for the benefit and welfare of others, the happiness gained through that activity actually very, very valuable than belonging to those properties. Now you can distinguish the difference between the sensual enjoyments and happiness gained through donating, giving up. I am not talking about the material donations only, but donating your energies, your wisdom and some other actually potentialities for the betterment of others. Actually you can watch, you can observe the moment your mentality, your temperament of your mind, when you give up, when you abandon your all the energies materially and immaterially, actually what is the nature of the consciousness. When you study Abhidhamma, actually it is known as Kiriya Citta, functional consciousness. Functional consciousness means actually relevant to arahants, but it can be practicable to a certain extent by a ordinary person also actually, to a certain extent, not in maximum level. Actually when we practice functional consciousness in maximum level, actually that can be practiced by arahant. But ordinary persons also can practice that functional consciousness. Now I will explain what is functional consciousness. Functional consciousness means whatever happen to do it, but without thinking about the results. Whatever happen to do by you, do it for the betterment of others, benefit of others, but don't think about the results. Results means actually worldly results, worldly pleasures, regarding them as the worldly pleasures. Now results are there. What are the results actually? If you give up, if you abandon your enjoyments for the betterment of others, actually you also can regain them. Naturally they are regained by you. But if you think much, very, very eager about the results of the benefit, giving up, abandoning your properties for the betterment of others, actually that is not the functional consciousness. You understand that actually if you act according to that functional consciousness, actually the practice of giving up, practice of dana or generosity bringing very, very great results. But many people in the world actually they are giving up, abandoning lot of things, expecting regaining much. So that's why I want to psychologically explain what is the position of the functional consciousness. In social life actually, now in this institution actually, you must have developed functional consciousness to help the others. Especially I am talking much about the wisdom. You are doing lot of works here, so I read that pamphlet. Actually when I read that pamphlet, I got to know actually lot of activities to develop the wisdom of the today's social problem actually. When we are coming here with actually we are talking much actually, the present generation actually are trying to take in effort to gain education only. Education also necessary, but actually rather than education, wisdom is appreciated than the education, but education cannot be prevented. But anyway, actually this inclination of generosity very important to our practical life, because we have not only this birth, actually recurrence of many births in the future. We happen to wander. So we must plan our whole life so that